Hello, everybody. It's Untitled by Fafa here. Thank you again for joining me on another exciting episode. And on the menu, I do have the Rocky Muddy Ghanaian chocolate cake. Yeah, you heard me right. All made from our Ghanaian cocoa. Let's crack on. So here we do have most of the ingredients that I'll be using for this recipe. I will be adding some walnuts later, but I'll talk about it when I get there. To this I've measured 150 grams of self-raising flour, and I'm also going to add 50 grams of ground almonds to it because I want that nuttiness to it as well. And 150 grams of dark brown sugar because I want that caramelly taste to it, and 100 milliliters of olive oil. Then I've got the cocoa powder here, the Ghanaian cocoa powder, and I've just mixed it with some water here. I'll give you the measurements later. And I've got 2 duck eggs as well. So yeah, these are some of the ingredients that I'll be using for my Rocky Muddy Ghanaian chocolate cake. So what I've done is I've actually about 200 grams of the Ghanaian cocoa powder, and I've mixed it with about 4 tablespoons of warm water, and I've mixed into a lovely paste. And here I've got the 2 duck eggs, and I'm just going to be putting the sugar into the mixer, and to that as well I will be adding the olive oil. You can use extra virgin oil if you wish, but I just use the plain olive oil in this because I don't want it to overpower it, but I just wanted to have that earthy taste anyway to it. So I have replaced butter by using olive oil because I want that earthy taste to the cake, and it's going to be nice and fluffy and moist. And so then I'm going to add the 2 duck eggs as well. Now what I'm going to do is actually mix this together. This should take about 4 to 5 minutes. And you notice whilst that I'm mixing it, you can see there'll be lumps of the dark sugar in there. I don't mind that because, of course, when the cake bakes, it actually melts and it forms into crunch as well inside. So it's all intentional. So don't be alarmed when you actually see that. This is looking fluffy and nice. Let's see. So after I added about a teaspoon of salt, I'm now going to add my ground almonds to the mix, and I'll keep mixing it. Now I'm just going to decrease the setting because I'm actually going to be adding the flour and I don't want it to splash everywhere. So just add the flour to it, and once the setting is decreased, it just mixes perfectly. So I'm just going to scrape the sides in and just mix it for a little bit so it's all perfectly combined. And I actually just want this perfect gooey consistency as well. And I think first for an extra 30 seconds that would do. Perfect. Now add your chocolate paste to the mix, and I'm just going to be hand mixing it. So yes, just add it perfectly. I like that. It's a nice dark chocolatey paste there, and just mix it gently till it's well combined. At this stage, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Line a 10-inch cake tin, and what I've actually just done is use the olive oil to just smear it, and I've just cut a baking paper to the same size for the bottom. And it's a loose tin as well, so it means that once I pour the cake mixture in, I can actually take it out easily. Pour the mixture into the cake tin, just shake it so it's even, and then sprinkle with a little bit of dark brown sugar, because I will be using that topping later anyway, but that's perfect and ready for the oven. Place it in the oven and cook for about 20 minutes. Now, to make sure that your cake is cooked, just use a wooden, just any wooden skewer and insert it, and if it comes out clean, it's perfectly cooked. The cake is perfectly cooked. Yes, it's cracked on the surface, but I am going to be cutting that later anyway. And yeah, that's just the bottom part. Perfect. Now I've added another 200 grams of the cocoa powder into a bowl, and I've melted about 100 grams of butter. And I'm just going to mix this together because I'm actually forming another chocolate paste. And yeah, just mix it till it's nice and silky and just beautiful. So I'm making my own dark icing sugar, and to that I've got 25 grams of icing sugar. It's a blender I've just blitzed into lovely powder, and I'm just going to add that to the melted chocolate mixture and stir till well combined. I've divided my chocolate cake in two, and now I'm actually going to be smearing the chocolate mixture in the middle before I actually combine. It's more like a sandwich. So let's call this the Ghanaian sandwich or sponge sandwich, whatever. I don't know, but I'm just making it as I go along anyway. Just cut the top off, and I'm going to be using that for crumbs later for another dish anyway. And I've just put the sandwich together, and now I'm actually going to be smearing it all with the remainder of the chocolate mixture, and it's just gooey and beautiful. Oh, I like this. I'm going to take my cake to the garden. Yes, better lighting. Yeah, I should have actually filmed this all in the garden. Yeah, it would have been difficult anyway, but here we go. Well, I'm liking this. It's not perfect, but it's homemade, and that's what I like about it. It's just going to be rocky, and it's going to be muddy, and it's gooey. Oh, can't wait. So to the bowl that I actually had the chocolate mixture, I've just added some walnuts, about 100 grams or 100 to 150 grams of walnuts to it, and I've just mixed it. And so the walnut is partially coated with the chocolate, and I'm individually just placing it all over the cake. So by the time this cake I put it in the fridge, the walnuts will stick to it, and it would form that rocky look. And here I'm just spraying it with some gold spray. And you can be indulgent, you can use some gold leaf if you wish. But yeah, oh, this is looking lovely. Golden triampa, Ghana chocolate unza. A rather easy to follow recipe, and you can make this with your kids, or better still, you can impress a guest. If you're going for a dinner party, you're making your own Ghanaian rocky chocolate cake and you're taking it over. Why not? It looks the part. Yet again, thank you very much for joining me. It's Ndudu by Fafa. Yes, I'm crazy about food. I love food and I love cooking, and I hope to see you again. Please don't forget to share, try the recipe, comment, subscribe. I'm also on Instagram, Ndudu by Fafa. I've got my blog, ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. don't forget. Thank you.